Hey, shalom, shalom. Just want to start off by giving all praises
Unto
to
Yahweh,
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Kadash. I want to say double honors to our apostles who are elders who rule well. Blessed salutations to you brothers out there teaching enduring truth, sincerity. Also, blessed salutations to the innumerable multitude that's enduring the truth, sincerity. We wanted to do a lesson, going over the good and the bad shepherd, okay? Because we was just discussing, about the sheep and sheeple and the difference of that. But then everybody that in essence is a sheep to something, as we're sheeps to Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, but in comparison, sheeps are more structured, they're more organized. What's the character? You got the characteristics of the sheep?
Sure. This is from sheep101.info. It says, follow the leader. Sheep have a strong instinct to follow the sheep in front of them. When one sheep decides to go somewhere, the rest of the flock usually follows, even if it's not a good decision. For example, sheep will follow each other to the slaughter. If one sheep jumps over a cliff, the others are likely to follow. Even from birth, lambs are conditioned to follow the older members of the flock. This instinct is hardwired into sheep. It's not something that they think about.
Yeah, so we're sheep, there's sheeple, that people that they believe whatever's on CNN and things like that. But so there's a difference between, you got that definition to the the what you call that? What's the name of it? Urban Dictionary. Yeah, Urban Dictionary.
All right, so the Urban Dictionary, when you get into the word sheeple, it says a combination of the word sheep and people, meaning that the person or persons are acting as a group or to behave based on what is trending. And
so it's a difference between sheep and sheeple, because sheeple just go with the flow of things, where we are being sheep, we're structured, and we will blindly follow Yahweh Shemi Shai, whithersoever he goeth. You know what I'm saying? And that's just how it is. That's more of a direction and a structure. Sheep follow because of order. Sheep will just follow because they're easily manipulated. Like anybody, it'll tell you could just come in and lead them off with a stick of candy, man.
It says people unable to think for themselves, followers, those with no cognitive abilities of their own.
Yeah. Because we follow the Lord because, of course, it's the Spirit, but also through the Scriptures and the Holy Spirit, but the wisdom and knowledge of Yahweh Shemi Shai, man. That's one of the aspects that keep us going. It ain't just because, like people with the mask and the pandemic, who got the jab, who didn't get the jab. That was all a mindset of being sheeple and following whatever leader, shepherd that you were influenced to follow. And that's why at first we're talking about the people, but it's really at the end of the day, somebody's following somebody, and most of these we're following Yahweh Shemi Shai, and these people in the world are following what? These different avenues of deities or idols, whether it's musicians or really musicians are just conduits to lead you to whatever place. You want to be vegan, a vegan feminist, atheist, blah, blah, blah. There's always a cult of personality that connects to that leads you there. Okay. And so let's get into the scriptures, man. We're gonna deal with the good shepherd, deal with the good shepherd first, Bible Shah.
This is St. John 10:7. It says, Then said Yahweh Shai unto them again, Verily I say unto you, I am the door of the sheep. All that ever came before me are thieves and robbers, but the sheep did not hear them. I am the door. By me, if any man enter in, he shall be saved, and shall go in and out and find pasture. The thief cometh not but for to steal and to kill.
Because when you're talking about someone that's holding sheep, there's always that narrow entrance. You know what I'm saying? So he's saying he's the way. You can't find another way in. So our sheep or our leader and our shepherd, not sheep, but our shepherd is Yahweh Shai. Okay, and he's the only way into that the inner gate, okay, or into that city. Okay.
It says, the thief cometh not but for to steal and to kill and to destroy.
Yeah, so it's a difference between the good shepherd and the bad shepherd, because the bad shepherd has selfish reasons why they want to lead. Okay, it's always something of self-benefit, just like going out there for parading out there for Kyrie Irving. That was a waste of resources, because there's people out there that would repent, and you could put that energy toward people that actually needed it,
Mm-hmm.
But that's neither here nor there. But the point is that it was vainglory and not what a good shepherd does. Okay, go ahead.
I am come that they might have life and that they might have it more abundantly.
Yeah, and we're a reflection of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, so he says pretty much to emulate him, you know what I'm saying? And that's what we do and how he carried himself. He has a beard, he teaches austere, he teaches gentle, he doesn't back down from the word. That the ways that our forefathers have taught.
Respect the person.
No respect to persons,
It says the hireling of Salakia, verse 11, it says, I am the good shepherd. The good shepherd giveth his life for the sheep.
Yeah, so that's why I insinuated that we emulate him, because that's what we have to do now that we're here in the same position, because we're brothers and joint heirs, or Lord's will. Okay, so therefore we're supposed to, what he said, that they wanted to sit on the right hand and the left, and then they was like, he said, you're gonna have to go through what I went through, but you will drink of this cup. All of us gonna drink of the cup, but of course, it's talking about the afflictions. Pretty much, you're not gonna come into this gospel, realize you're an Israelite, and just live a smooth life. Yeah, Baba Kashar.
This is Matthew 20 and 22. It says, but Yahweh shall answer and said, you want me to get? I'll go to 21. It says, and he said unto her, what wilt thou? She said unto him, grant that these my two sons may sit, and one on the right hand and the other on the left in thy kingdom. But Yahweh shall answer and said, ye know not what ye ask for. Are ye able to drink of the cup that I shall drink of, and to be baptized with the baptism that I am baptized with? They say unto him, we are able. And he said unto them, ye shall drink indeed of my cup, and be baptized with the baptism that I am baptized with.
Yeah, and that's the afflictions, man. Go ahead.
But to sit on my right hand and on my left is not mine to give, but it shall be given to them for whom it is prepared of my Father.
Yep. So I just wanted to, dig into that, but let's get back to
St. John 10 and 12. It says, well, I'll go to 11. It says, I am the good shepherd. The good shepherd giveth his life for the sheep. But he that is an hireling and not the shepherd, whose own the sheep are not, seeth the wolf coming and leaveth the sheep and fleeth.
Yeah, let's get that word hireling, Baba Kashar.
So you get the word in St. John chapter 10, we get the word hireling. It is the Greek word mistatos. It says one hired and hireling. You go to the root, which is mistos. It says dues paid for work, wages, hire, reward, use of the fruit naturally resulting from the toils and endeavors.
Somebody that's hired, they pretty much get paid to do the work, not the work, but get paid to do a job,
Yeah, so these are people that do things for a benefit for themselves, an immediate benefit, because the scriptures tell you what, to lay your treasures up in heaven. All right. We don't sell pamphlets, we don't sell breakdowns, we don't advertise that, because a lot of people will try to, especially like, you know, people that know that you're simple, they'll just call somebody the Antichrist or something like that. And if you have a man of the Lord, you will say, well, damn, well, what makes a person an Antichrist? What makes a person a man of the Lord? All right. And it says, try the spirit with the other spirit. But then it gets, the thin line comes in to where you got, you know, this Israelite group and that Israelite group. You got Nate or IUIC and then GMS, and then people try to use spark words and things like that. But when you try the spirit by the spirit, even these high level scoffers, when they go into the scriptures, they be like, man, you know, GMS is the most sincere. GMS is the ones that if anybody do it as close as what the scriptures say do it, even they can see that. But there's a lot of people that are sheeple and sheep that are lazy to the point that they're more sheeple than sheep, to where they just want to go with whatever tickles their fancy and not what they are there for, which is salvation, you know. But let's but we're gonna continue going into the difference between a good shepherd, which is a leader, and, you know, a shitty one, man, you know.
It says, and the wolf catcheth them and scattereth the sheep. The hireling,
because there's always dangers. There's always things that are ahead.
Yeah.
Telling people to take the Jabberwocky. You know what I'm saying? Because that was going to be pressure coming down on you from a said government or entity, you know, outside entity. You know, your video might get struck, or, you know what I'm saying? You don't want them to quit their jobs, or you're in fear, whatever, man. But you weren't supposed to tell people that wolf came and you shook out, man. All right.
It says the hireling fleeth because he is an hireling and careth not for the sheep. I am the good shepherd and know my sheep and am known of mine. As the Father knoweth me, even so know I the Father, and I lay down my life for the sheep. And other sheep I have, which are not of this fold, them also I must bring, and they shall hear my voice, and there shall be one fold and one shepherd.
Yeah, and there's no mysticism, you know. The Lord said we are his friends. He let us know his secrets, man. You know, but you know those other guys, them guys be having dark secrets, man. You know, that's why they talk about unrelative doctrines and things like that. And they can't tell you about their own experiences. You know, you can't walk and grow along with these individuals, you know, because they're living in the darkness, man. You know, just because they put on the attire of a shepherd, you know, doesn't make them a good shepherd, man. Because they say they're a good shepherd doesn't make them a good shepherd. Okay. But the scriptures will tell you what a good shepherd is. All right. Ultimately, it's a guide everybody to how about Shemi Al-Shai, not use the Most High and the Son's name and his words to guide them to a benefit of yourself. You know? Go ahead. You got something. No, all right. Let's get to the next one, Baruch Shah.
This is Jeremiah chapter 3, start at verse 14. It says, Turn, O backsliding children, saith the Lord, for I am married unto you, and I will take you one from a city and two from a family, and I will bring you to Zion. And I will give you pastors according to my heart, which shall feed you with knowledge and understanding.
Yeah, not burgers and fringes, not, you know, things that are for play. All right, not Passovers and clubs, not songs, rap songs, not, you know, festivities, bread and circuses. We feed you with the breakdowns, man. All right.
Yeah, that was into that.
All right, let's keep it going.
Next scripture goes into Titus chapter 1 and verse 10.
Bible doing a quick precept out. That's what somebody said. It's Matthew chapter 7, verse 15. It says, Beware of false prophets, which come to you in sheep's clothing, but inwardly they are ravening wolves. You know, just based off what the brother saying, how you will have shepherds that will present themselves as virtuous, but they have had their own agenda. You know, that's why I want to bring that out. You know?
Yeah. They're not going to come to you, tell you that they're evil, you know, or you might want to hear that. That's all these things or a lot of these bad shepherds are just cult of personality, whether a demon is on them or they're influenced by money or whatever will, you know, because some niggas could just be pure niggas, and some people could really be being paid, you know, to put forth an agenda, and some people can really believe whatever idol that they believe in, you know, the rebuilding of America, this is whatever relationship you got with you, like IUIC, you know, ISUBK, all these other groups may have a vendetta that they had with the apostles or whatever, and they moving off of that, or somebody may actually be getting paid to be saying a certain thing, or if you do this certain type of content, that'll drive up your views and that'll get you paid, you know, like, and that's when you teaching for filthy lucre's sake, and that's how you tell the difference. Like, there's no preview videos, there's nothing of money of sort, there's no commercials, no nothing. All right, so, you know, let's continue on.
This is Titus chapter 1 and verse 10. It says, for there are many unruly and vain talkers and deceivers, especially they of the circumcision, whose mouths must be stopped, who subvert whole houses, teaching things which they ought not, for filthy lucre's sake.
Yeah, so I really didn't want to jump into that version early, but that's still going over the aspects of a bad shepherd. You know what I'm saying? Because they're subverting whole houses. They tell you, like in churches, they tell you that you know, breaking wedlock is literally what it means. You know what I'm saying? If you married and then you break the marriage, that's what it means. But they want to keep control of their revenue, which is the woman. So you're gonna tell them, hey, you got to do this, you got to get married, because that's what the government wants them to do. So they're helping fill quotas. All right, these cult of personalities, and sheep will believe whatever you want to hear. That's why the women flock to the churches, you know. But the women with spiritual senses say, hey, that's not right, or that's right, or that's wrong, you know. But that's the thing about these shepherds that lead you to these cult of personalities to get you to be in this this boxed in state of rules. Okay, lead you to the black woman's god, or, you know, you have polite to lead you into that exalting the woman and going to the princess Diana, you know, idol type of form. Now the woman does everything right, and when she's fucking everything up, and it's like, well, no, it's me, you know, and you go try to find something, you know. Only mindset you should have like that is with Yahweh Shem Yahushai. You know, if anything happens, but y'all are opposite, because the shepherds y'all are following, when somebody die like Aries spirits, well, why would God do something like that? You know what I'm saying? What about the God you're serving? He got you drinking blood, doing all kind of weird shit, but you know, but that's what happens when you attach to a deity. You're gonna look at everything else wrong, man. And that's why I say we all following somebody, but some are following stupidly, and some of them are following with dedication. And the good shepherds, or the good sheep, are following dedication. The good shepherds are leading without a personal gain. Okay, but those wicked shepherds are the ones that's doing it for personal gain, man. And you'll know, you know. Let's get
quick
go ahead, brother.
The 2 Peter chapter 2 verse 19, it says, while they promise them liberty, they themselves are servants of corruption.
Mm-hmm.
For of whom a man is overcome, of the same is he brought into bondage.
Yeah.
Bob Goshab, I can read the NLT. It says they promise them freedom, but they themselves are slaves of sin and corruption. For you are a slave to whatever controls you. So just like that sheep mentality, like on the righteous side and on the wicked side, we're overcome by the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushai.
Yeah,
so
well,
we're in bondage to Yahweh Shem Yahushai.
Let's get the precept within what Joshua said. You know, the gods you serve over past Jordan. You know what I'm saying? So, because it's all you're going to choose something, but what we choose is the Lord. If you choose, like, and then at the end of the day, you got that Psalms that we was talking about.
Yeah.
We got that as well. We'll get that after that, you know.
This is Joshua chapter 23, and starting at verse 15, it says, "If it seem evil unto you to serve the Lord, choose you this day whom ye will serve, whether the gods of your fathers, whether the gods which your fathers served that were on the other side of the flood, or the gods of the Amorites in whose land ye dwell. But as for me and my house, we will serve the Lord."
Yeah, as for me and my house, we shall serve the Lord. Because you're going to, y'all can serve what y'all want, but the results, it's like the Lord said, go to thy enchantments if they can help thee. Because just like with this, like feminism, they ain't nothing but a demon. You know what I'm saying? And you following that, and it's leading you to nowhere ultimately. You got these rules, men should act like this. And I ain't getting no man if you don't do this, because I am this. I am a feminist, so this is how a man should act. And you're mansplaining and this and that, and then now you're going against nature, not, reproducing, not being under subjection and being submissive, fucking up the flow of life, man. So you're gonna be set to the side, on
the shelf.
But you got that, brother?
This is Psalms 135:14. It says, "For the Lord Yahweh will judge his people, and he will repent himself concerning his servant. The idols of the heathen are silver and gold, the works of men's hands. They have mouths, but they speak not. Eyes have they, but they see not. They have ears, but they hear not. Neither is there any breath in their mouth."
Yeah, so anything that a wicked shepherd or a false shepherd uses is pretty much a idol. The things that they look to. Okay, whether it's money, whether it's attention, just like forget like the book of Marcus Aurelius. He says, "Don't do anything for an applause, because it's just that, an applause." So all it is then once it fade away, then everything just continues. So if you're doing it just for that, then what happens when you don't get them? Now your life is a roller coaster based off of superficial shit, man.
It says, "They that make them are like unto them, so is everyone that trusted in them."
Yep. So but our power is real. Okay. Everything we say is consistent. All right. Now Esau has his magic via through his technology, and he does the same thing that they try to do Moses and Aaron, and try to compare their magic with the Most High's spiritual powers, and it may look like it's a decent fight, but it ain't for real. Okay, he got airplanes, the Most High has chariots. Okay, he got that dumbass robot dog, the Most High got Leviathan, man. You know what I'm saying? It ain't the same. You may say you did it, I created a monster, but it ain't the same. You know what I'm saying? But that's what the these deities do. They give you them solutions that ain't the same. And they try to do that with Yahweh Shai as well,
When we grab at Romans?
Yeah, Baba Shai, I was thinking of that through the Spirit.
Romans 1:21, it says, "Because that when they knew the Most High, they glorify him not as the Most High, neither were thankful, but became vain in their imaginations, and their foolish heart was darkened. Professing themselves to be wise, they became fools, and changed the glory of the uncorruptible power into an image made like unto corruptible man."
Yeah, just like this gender thing. Like, you became so wise that, this person, they're in their shell, and you're torturing them by not allowing them to choose their gender. And you're so smart that you know how mankind works. But a lot of them people be pieces of shit behind closed doors. They need coffee just to function with society. But you tell somebody how you should morally be,
It says, "Wherefore the Most High also gave," Salaki, it says, "and changed the glory of the uncorruptible power into an image made like unto corruptible man, and to birds and four-footed beasts and creeping things. Wherefore the Most High also gave them up to uncleanness."
Yeah, that's that. What's better than a woman because she gives birth? Well, an alligator gives birth. Snakes give birth. you know, pterodactyls, you know what I'm saying? Whatever you
Roaches have babies.
roads, they have a lot of them. So they must be the ultimate.
They gotta be up there.
They gotta
Just
be
like
up
the
there.
black
You know.
It says, wherefore the Most High also gave them up to uncleanness through the lust of their own hearts to dishonor their own bodies between themselves.
Yeah, he gave them up to the uncleanness. He allowed, you know, these stumbling blocks to exist. He allowed these false prophets to exist. So, because you want that. That's what you want. So I'm just gonna let the lanes be where they're at. The Lord is not doing it, but he has Satan and these demons to jump on people and be influenced.
Yeah.
You know, it's not the Lord just hate somebody in Omaha so much that he's gonna set up a false faction. No, it's like you want to rebel. There's some niggas that's out there that they want to rebel, and the Lord just let them demons get on them. A rebellious demon in a slick talking blase blah demon.
I told you that in Kings, they came counseled like, hey, who's gonna go do this job for me? I got an idea. Boom, bada bing. All right. So he got spirits with things.
Who shall persuade Ahab? You know what I'm saying? And it's just like it was a game plan.
Yeah.
So they have demons that are some slick talking demons. There's some hustling demons. You know what I'm saying? Have you out here wooing people? You know, get money demons.
Yep.
That's a demon that getting Jake all over,
Chasing
man.
that bag demon all day.
Yep.
It says, verse 25, who changed the truth of the Most High into a lie and worship and serve the creature more than the Creator, who is blessed forever. Amen.
And the thing about the serving Yahweh Shemi Shai, putting this type of energy towards him, everything becomes clear. You know what I'm saying? Everything becomes easy to understand. It's just a way of life with Yahweh Shemi Shai. There's no weird shit. You know what I'm saying? Of course, there's order and structure, but it's not like, you know, your best friend's cousin and all that, or, you know, this person was best friends for a long time, and so they get, you know, benefits. With the Lord, if you're righteous, you're right. You do right, you do right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? These are the priests. These are the warriors. You know, ain't nobody, the warriors ain't arguing with the priests because they priests, and that's how this society goes to. Sticks you in the box and have you in this lane. You vegan, so now you can't eat eggs. You know what I'm saying? Like, now I want to eat eggs, bro. Like, I just didn't want to eat meat, you know? Like, I'm not about to be boxed in. But with the Lord, it's not like that. He tell you, hey, to abound, to abase. There's a time and season for everything under heaven.
Yeah.
Okay? He just give us life, man. You know? Be fruitful and multiply. That's why getting with a woman feels so good, because it's supposed to be done. You know what I'm saying? That's why our body parts do that. The Esau's,
It's a plug. It's like,
yeah, you know. But the bad shepherd will tell you, well, you could do it this way, but it's like, nah, it's not right. But just do it. Like you putting a piece of puzzle together. That part don't fit, but it kind of do. It's like, yeah, just push it in there. Just smash shit in there. It's gonna work. You know, like, yeah, it did, but it doesn't. You know, and that's the way of the bad shepherd, man. Yeah, you can smoke cigarettes. You know, the Lord still love you, and just like, I don't know, because, you know, now I got cancer. You know, it doesn't seem like it's going in the right direction. You know, but yeah, let's get back to the scriptures. We're gonna end it off in a second.
This is Ezekiel chapter 34, verse 1. It says, "And the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, prophesy against the shepherds of Israel. Prophesy and say unto them, Thus saith the Lord power, unto the shepherds. Woe be to the shepherds of Israel that do feed themselves, and not the shepherds. And should not the shepherds feed the flocks? You eat the fat, and you clothe you with wool."
Yeah, so that you got to come to me to get the Lord type of energy. That's where they feeding themselves. That's where they're trying to say that they're the way, and you need to respect me, bow and kneel to me, you know. But a man of the Lord is going to just say this is what it is, and if you want to know, you can go read on your own, man. You know what I'm saying? And nobody's saying like you gotta, you gotta come to us to get it,
Right.
But if you have a question, we're apt to teach, as the scriptures say,
Man.
And the only way you come in the gospel if you come under the general,
The commanding general.
like, nah, man, we can't control that. We have no control over that, But let's continue.
It says that we are the mouthpiece of Yahweh Shema Shai, as the scripture says. It says that his sheep hear his voice. So you have some sheep that's gonna follow the Lord when they hear the words being broke down, or you got some that's gonna hear itching words and they're gonna follow that. But those that the Lord said that my sheep hear my voice, those are the individuals that the Most High are dealing with.
Like this book that I got is called Customs and Manners, of the Bible, and they were speaking on the shepherd. A shepherd has a personal relationship with the sheep. You know what I'm saying? It ain't just like, all right, come on, let's go. Like, no, that's why Moses, how did Moses go to the burning bush? Because one of the sheep got lost and he had to go find it. He had to go find it. It probably wasn't his flock, or even if it was, or Luke 15, you got 99 sheep and one get lost, you still leave the 99 and go get that one and you rejoice, man. So the shepherd was serious about the sheep, man. That's why this job that the Lord's given us is so important. All right, it ain't like it's just, all right, I'm here. It ain't like working for Esau,
or misusing it.
More kind,
You know what I'm saying? Let's talk about that a couple of days ago. It's like, handling that power, man. Not everybody can handle that type of responsibility, and that's really all it is with a lot of with most of these guys. They'll get some notoriety, and then they don't know how to handle it, because they start thinking about themselves instead of thinking about what the Lord set us to do.
Yeah. Like it says, to whom much is given, much is required. And the fact that the Lord called us, we gotta go get the lost sheep, man. But if you try to make it your own thing, then the Lord gonna get rid of you.
And it's important as a good shepherd to lead as an example. To pay it forward. Don't push from behind. You push from the front. You know what I'm saying? Look at our elders, the shepherds of us. They're, the pace of their work ethic, how they study, how they do everything, and how they're still doing it. Okay, they're leading the front of the pack. They're not disappearing during the winters. They're not inconsistent. All right, like we could go on, but at the end of the day, you'll know a shepherd by his flock, man. And that goes on down to that. And look how, there's no mockingbirds. Like, watching this one video, one of these other cats, somebody was confronting them and they just start yelling at him. He said, fuck it. Yeah, devil, white idiot. It's like, fuck it, I'm just gonna go for it.
I'm just gonna go for
it. Yeah. Let's finish it up though, for sure.
It says, woe be to the shepherds of Israel that do feed themselves. Should not the shepherds feed the flocks? Ye eat the fat, and ye clothe you with the wool. Ye kill them that are fed, but ye feed not the flock. Disease have ye not, the disease have ye not strengthened, neither have ye healed that which was sick.
And one thing I wanted to say is that the way we carry ourselves is shepherd-like, because it's not like you're coming outside and hear ye and gathering people. It's like as you go throughout your day and through the Spirit, it just kept on, was just bringing up Eleazar earlier. And Eleazar is an example as to how you can indirectly still be a shepherd. By the way, he carried himself. He was renowned amongst the people, and they tried to get him as being a leader by the way he carried himself, and say, well, if you eat it, we can get everybody else to eat the pork. You know what I'm saying? And he said, well, definitely on that case, I'm not going to eat it, because if I do it, everybody else is going to do it. And that shows what look at how Kyrie Irving and Colin Kaepernick, like a lot of these guys fold, man. They'll fold because they're held on to a leash. The leash of not wanting to die, the leash of I forget the term. Speaking of dying, like, because you can get people to fight for you harder with, I forget they call it, like the death shore or something like that, to where if you put a mountain behind somebody and water behind somebody, they fight harder. You know what I'm saying? And hey, call all y'all about Shimei Shai. The path we have, this is the only path out, because Esau made it bad on both sides. You know what I'm saying? He made it so bad that a person is willing to lay down their life and give it all up to, follow the good shepherd. This affliction is but for a moment compared to medicines and, divorce and shitty foods, Teslas, people looking stupid at you, like all this, man. Walmart lines, robot McDonald's, robot security guards, robot everything. It's like, God damn, like, you that greedy? You go ahead, though.
It's a little more of that, ain't it?
Yeah. It says, the disease have ye not strengthened, neither have ye healed that which was sick, neither have ye bound up that which was broken, neither have ye brought again that which was driven away, neither have ye sought that which was lost, but with force and cruelty have ye ruled them.
Yeah, just because somebody's mean and it doesn't mean that they're being wicked. You know what I'm saying? Because it's talking about when you just ruling with an iron fist. If you don't wear your wristbands, you out of here. If you don't wear your fringes every day, you out of here. If you don't wear that purple, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, come out there with an orange garment. You know what I'm saying? Like, but
You gotta leave, like
you show how you see with a blue garment on.
Boy.
You know what I'm saying? That garment can be lazy from head to toe. I'm just scoffing it, but at the same time, we're talking about the way of the Lord is just, he tells you we are here to do the work, prophesy sackcloth, speak in sincerity and in truth, go through the afflictions and keep our virtue, keep our it says be sober, which is clear, concise, clear-headed, circumspect, knowing that our decisions reflect on the gospel, man. Okay.
Yeah.
So we're not allowed to take any jab or walk. We're not allowed to with anything that compromises our integrity towards Yahweh Shimei Shai, and we follow people who do as such. Okay. Hey, that's who we stay dedicated to. Yahweh Shimei Shai, first of all, won't fail us. Okay. He's correct 100% of the time. You know what I'm saying? And then the people that he sends down to speak, who would not want to listen? Now, if you don't want to listen, again, that's because you want those evil shepherds. Yeah. You don't want to follow. You don't want to keep the law, statutes, commandments. You like the way pork chop smells in the morning, bacon smells in the morning. You like doing all this wicked stuff. So the Lord gave you over into your affections, man. Somebody else came with what you wanted, and y'all was a match made in heaven, so y'all can be vessels of wrath fitted for destruction, man.
Kind of like that. We got the Jeremiah 23 and then the Acts 20. When you both were. Go ahead, get the Jeremiah, bro.
This is Jeremiah chapter 23, verse 1. It says, "Woe be unto the pastors that destroy and scatter the sheep of my pasture, said the Lord Yahweh. Therefore, thus said the Lord Yahweh of Israel against the pastors that feed my people, ye have scattered my flock and driven them away and have not visited them. Behold, I will visit upon you the evil."
Yeah, because how do they visit them? You got to address the needs of the people. And we ain't talking about carnal needs.
Mm-hmm.
The Kevin Samuels and the Andrew Tates were in a way addressing the needs of the culture of Israel. Now the prophets are leading the charge in perfection. Okay, the good shepherds, because the good shepherds are sent by the Most High, because we've been doing everything that these guys are doing. They're just doing it to an eloquent extremity, to where that they may stay in a lane of manhood or relationship, where we talk about, you know, finances, spirituality, virtue, intelligence, you know what I'm saying, prudence,
Yeah.
you know, historical accounts, you know what I'm saying, order, you know, because you can learn how to be a man, but you could be out of order as well, you know. But that's a part of being a man, is being within order, you know.
Being disciplined.
Mm-hmm.
To that.
Come.
And this is the book of Acts, chapter 20 and verse 28. It says this. It says, take heed.
That was a whole chapter.
Yeah,
The Jeremiah 23?
Yeah.
Okay, come. This is Jeremiah.
I was like, say, in my mind, I said, that was a short chapter.
You want to get the whole chapter?
Well, we'll just get most of it, you know.
This is Jeremiah chapter 23 and verse 3. It says, and I will gather the remnant of my flock out of all the countries whither I have driven them, and will bring them again to their folds, and they shall be fruitful and increase. And I will set them up shepherds over them, which shall feed them, and they shall fear no more, nor be dismayed. Neither shall they be lacking, said the Lord Yahweh. Behold, the days come, said the Lord, that I will raise unto David a righteous branch, and a king shall reign and prosper, and shall execute judgment and justice in the earth.
Yeah, this is the path the Lord has laid before us, man. Like, we good. All we got to do is follow that shepherd. Okay?
Come. It says, in his days Judah shall be saved, and Israel shall dwell safely. And this is his name whereby he shall be called the Lord our righteousness.
Mm-hmm. So that's who we blindly follow. That's who we follow with dedication. Not because it's a cool thing, he wore bell bottoms, or he dressed in this caliber or that caliber. You know what I'm saying? We're not following for a fad. We're following because he is the way. He's the truth. He's the life. He is the way. He ain't got nothing. Oh, he got money. Oh, they dress cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could damn near tell how a person say, oh, what's that one group that you know what I'm saying? And if they name you by that little mantra, that's you know, the niggas all black. Yeah, the niggas wearing all black, look like wrestlers and shit. Yelling at niggas, you know what I'm saying? Like, you could be, that's what you be known for, you know. But we gonna be known for people that'll curse you the hell out, man. All right, really, all the prophets, you know, because a portion what they're doing is everything is of the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushai. So even these guys and these other groups, they are fulfilling the will of the Lord on the right hand side to a portion, you know, just by being out there. But at the end of the day, a little leaveneth the whole lump. So let's get what's that? Man, skip my mind. Let's just keep going. Get the Acts Bible shot.
This is the book of Acts chapter 20 and verse 28.
Oh yeah, the stumble block.
Okay.
That offenses. Yeah. We'll get that after that. Get the Acts first, and then we're gonna get the offenses after that.
This is the book of Acts chapter 20 and verse 28. It says, take heed therefore unto yourselves and to all the flock, over the which the Holy Spirit hath made you overseers, to feed the church of the Most High Yahweh, which he hath purchased with his own blood.
Yeah, that's talking about the good. Well, that's the duties of a shepherd. Okay, that's his period. You know what I'm saying? But the bad shepherds only, because you're not gonna have time for everybody else when you're thinking about yourself. You know, when you're talking about, I'm not going out in a brick coat. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
you know, you caring about yourself over the duty, the task at hand. You know what I'm saying? You can't pull a Jonah, you know, and just because the judgment of the Lord isn't executed speedily, it's fully set. You think you can get in the way, you know? But our daily and lively actions are is going to be written, you know.
Right. It says, for I know this, that after my departing shall grievous wolves enter in among you, not sparing the flock.
Mm-hmm.
Also of your own self shall men arise, speaking perverse things to draw away disciples after them.
Yeah, they say things just like a recent statement that was made of the leader of Black people is Farrakhan.
Oh boy.
You know, that's you know, we get it. We get it, you know.
That's
But that's just an example. So it's not about if we get it or not. It's this is like evidence of false shepherds. You know what I'm saying? Like these actions, you're supposed to be like, wait, the scriptures say that's what fucked up shepherds do.
Yeah.
Is what he just said.
That's it.
But you like the he prophesied with hats on, so that's what I want to do, Loki. Or they rapping, they got a Hellcat, and you know what I'm saying, like, and so now they tickled your fancy, you know, and that's why all that groovy teaching ain't worth it, man. Because if somebody can't come up in the gospel for the truth and for the truth's sake and it's on its own, then they don't need to be here at all anyway. You know, if I gotta do the robot as I teach you, you ain't here for the truth. If I gotta get on this, you know, if I gotta drive up in a certain car, whatever. That's how. Hey, that's why Yahweh Shai came in the way he came. You know, to weed people out without having to just yell at everybody time. No, nigga, like he just came in on a donkey. I'm about to get rid of all the niggas that just be riding people for money. You know, like he had to tell niggas you just came in for the bread and the fish. They really just came for that, man. You know, but that's Jake though. But let's end it off, man. Sure.
This is Romans chapter 11, verse 8. It says, as it is written, the Most High had given them the spirit of slumber, eyes that they should not see, and ears that they should not hear unto this day. And David saith, let their table be made a snare and a trap and a stumbling block and a recompense unto them.
Yeah, no, not that.
Matthew 18:7. Woe unto the world because of offenses, for it must needs be that offenses come, but woe to the man by whom the offense cometh.
Yeah, so these false prophets are part of the offenses. These cult of personalities, because they're also shepherds. Because shepherd is just a leader. Okay, that's what the L on the lock goes back to. It goes back to shepherd.
Yep.
Okay, and that's a person that's why I get Allah. The word is Allah, which goes back to an ox, which goes back to strong, and then the shepherd staff goes back to leader. So the word Allah goes to strong leader. You know what I'm saying? And in the Hebrew breakdown, because there's pictographs. You know, just like Y means it's the hand and it means to add, you know, just things like that. It's, you know, but yes, this is a different subject for a different time. But yeah, the shepherd is known to be a leader. So if you're with the Beehive, you're with the WAP gang, you're a city girl, you're a feminist, you're a vegan, you're an atheist, you know what I'm saying? If you're not in the Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, your leadership is off. You know, you've been led by a demon, some type of demon. You know, because you got to follow rules. You got to do what it tells you to do. And it's going to lead you ultimately to nowhere, you know. So with that being said, we're going to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Ruach HaKodesh. I want to say double honor to our apostles who are others who rule well. Bless thy chase brothers out there teaching and during true sincerity. Hey, shalom, shalom. Hey, shalom to the brothers out there as well. Yahweh Shem Yahshua Baruch that's yeah. I mean, I ain't